Hi, welcome to Hyrel. We thought we'd take a few moments this evening and make a short video just to bring some of our users up to date, show them what we've got. We're very proud of our accomplishments and very happy with the way it's turned out. So this is the HYDRA Red, or aka the 16A. It is a very solid belt, enclosed, fully enclosed 3D printer, but it's also a multi-processing system. As you'll see if you go online, you can see all the different features it has and abilities. But first and foremost, we have it as a 3D printer. So tonight, a couple of the key features: large viewing ports, completely enclosed, heated build chamber. You can run up to 55°C in this ambient inside. You got a nice vent for when you do materials that are outgassing, such as PFA, some of the other materials like that where you really need a good exhaust. Emergency power off, operator panel, comes with a beautiful touch screen or a tablet, depending on what you do. The motion system is state-of-the-art, and we believe it's the finest motion system available anywhere at any price. It has full three-phase closed-loop stepping system with encoder feedback to it. So there's no such thing as a mispulse. There's no such thing as a shifted print. Never happened. It detects it, stops the system if that were to happen, and that would be only in the case of an object that was left in there, that like a screwdriver or a wrench or something that would have caused damage to the printer had it continued on. And so that's great. We're going to open it up. It's actually doing a little bit of a print right now. You'll notice when you first walk up that it's very quiet. That's because it's running, but it's not running. This is a special peak print that we do. And with peak, we, sorry, just a second. We print a pad out of ABS onto our glass, and then we print the peak right on top of it. So what we do is, in between the ABS pad and the peak, we heat up, and right now we're just about 60 seconds away from being hot enough, and we're bringing the peak all the way up. Normally it's about 350 when we're not printing. I know today we're bringing it to 390 degrees, so in just a few moments it should kick right in. It's at 388 right now. There we go. And you'll notice that it cleans the head before it continues on. That's something we have as an integrated brush cleaner, and this is completely programmable motion, and so you can put it in as you change your heads if you're doing a ping pong print. Or in this case, it's a serial two-head print. So we like to clean off the old ABS and clean on the new one. You'll see that the head number 1, which was our ABS, is already down to 168°C. So you're not going to have a problem with your ABS dripping out onto your peak area now. And now the peak starts right on up. And we have a simple code to allow the offset. So you can stack one set of code on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. And it makes it very easy to create a complex build that otherwise would be very difficult to do. One of the things you also notice if you take a good look at, come on in here, and I'm going to point out a couple of the other key features. Let's start with this one right over here, and I'm actually going to walk around behind you for a second. We'll start back here. You'll notice that this motor has a round cap on it. That's where the optical encoder is. That's on all 3 axes. This system comes with a 6-axis controller. I have to count my fingers there. And that means you have X, Y, Z, and optionally A, B, and C, which means you can now start to explore rotary prints. And we have made some exciting rotary prints like gears, pulleys that have perfection to them that you will not get under normal printing circumstances. Another thing we were looking at is the 4th and 5th axis combination. So you can rotate and rotate again, and now you'll be printing without having to respect gravity at all. Another thing that we think is a nice addition to this, from all of our experience, is this massive heated build plate, which is 22 millimeters thick and machined flat within 25 microns over the surface, and you'll see it's massively large. So this is 400 by 600 millimeters on this unit, so it's 16 by over 22 inches, something like that, wide for a print surface. And this allows you to make very large prints in the X and Y. The Z is approximately 275 millimeters, so that's about 11 inches in the Z. And that's your standard HYDRA red machine footprint right there. This can get up to 120 degrees centigrade. We optionally have a smaller one that will go up to 200 degrees centigrade peak, 185 normal operating temperature. It's 185 C. So if you have some exotic materials that need high temperature annealing, or just for your experimental purposes, that smaller hot plate, which is 300 by 400 millimeters, still 12 by 16 inches, you would just order that option and be very happy with it. Optionally, we also have a laser that sits in the rear of this, a CO2 laser, which complements our already 2 solid-state lasers. Everything works with this machine that we've made so far. So we have more than 22 heads that will plug in here. We have spindle tools, syringes from 1 cc up to 60 cc's. We have a high viscosity dispensing system for dispensing things as thick as clay, plasticine, Play-Doh. We have medium viscosity or low viscosity such as greases, RTVs, solder paste, things like this. We also have some two-part epoxy systems that now we can just click in the cartridge and off they get printing. There's more information than we can tell you in a quick video, so what we like to do is invite you to come to the Hyrel 3D, that's Hyrel 3, the letter 3, the letter D.com website, and start exploring. Whether you buy our printer or not isn't important to us. What we want you to do is understand what's available and go and find the right machine for your needs. Anyway, this is a quick overview on the machine. As you can see, it runs fairly quiet because I'm talking normally, and you can see how much noise the machine is actually making. I'm standing right here next to it, and there you go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for taking the time to watch this.
Is there anything about a pick and place?
Oh, yes, we've completely neglected that discussion. If you go online, you will see that we have added one of our most recent heads is a pick and place for assembling circuit boards. And it's not meant for high volume production, but it is meant for a small company like ours, where building 5 to 10 boards periodically, surface mount boards in particular, it's a blessing, a real blessing, to have that ability in-house. And you can see how easy it is. Just go online and look. We have lots of YouTube videos, but you will see that it's feasible to make a fairly complicated board without a lot of effort. I don't mean to say it's no effort, because every circuit board has to be planned. You have to do your parts and definitions and tell it where they are, but most of your CAD packages will do all that work for you. So, there you go. Thanks a lot.